This is my current setup. It took me about a year to get it to this point, and I'm happy at where it's ended up, but I feel like it's time for an upgrade. A big one. After I got home from IKEA and everything from Amazon arrived, it was time to take down my old setup. Doing this actually felt kind of weird. For the past year and a half, this has been my setup, and it was kind of sad seeing it just be deconstructed, but it's for the best. The place I was going to build my new setup was in the opposite corner of my room, so first, obviously, I had to clean that out. One big difference about my new setup, aside from other things, is that this desk is going to be an L desk. I reused both my Alex drawers and my 55-inch Linman tabletop, but to make it an L desk, I had to buy 4 legs and an extra 39-inch Linman tabletop. After lining up the desks, I quickly used some double-sided adhesive to stick a power strip under the desk, out of sight, before putting a Govee RGB strip light behind the desk, as it will reflect off the wall and give the setup a nice aura. Now I know there was a big jump between the last clip and this one. Let me explain. My brother was originally meant to come over today to route an Ethernet cable from downstairs through the ceiling and into my room, which is upstairs. That didn't work out. I don't have the equipment to mount a 72-inch shelf, but my brother does. So I quickly put the shelf up, and while he was at it, he also put the pegboard up. I unfortunately didn't have the camera going, but that is your explanation. After the shelf and the pegboard were up, I decided to quickly put up my 3D art panels from Amazon. I mounted them using 3M Velcro strips on the wall, which I would then put another one on the back of the panel and connect them together so they don't over time fall. I'm sure maybe they will over time, but this will definitely slow down the process. I then got to set up the monitor arm. I don't know why, but I've always had problems with these. My other setup makeover video I did, now this one, I don't know what it is with me and monitor arms, but we do not have a good relationship. Once the arm was almost ready, I decided to unbox my new Scepter 27-inch 1080p 75Hz monitor. I wanted something new with this setup, so I decided to go with 2 horizontal stacked 27-inch monitors instead of my old T-monitor layout, which means for it to look good, I would have to get another 27-inch monitor to replace my 24-inch curved one, since my main monitor is also a 27-inch. I then mounted the 2 monitors. After plugging the computer and the monitors in, I decided to put my new mouse pad and my peripherals on the desk. I then unboxed my Govee glide bars, and installed them on the wall. After that, I decided I might as well put up the rest of my RGB, so I unboxed my Govee light bars and put them on the back of my main monitor. I was planning on putting one on each monitor, one on bottom, one on top, but the way that the mount I have works, it just wouldn't look right, so I decided against it and put them both on the main monitor. Next, I put a few decorations on the shelf and put a few fake potted plants from Amazon on the desk as well. Oh, and I also almost broke my new camera.
Don't touch it at all. It will fly.
After that traumatic incident, I decided to heal my soul by putting a few things on my pegboard. Also, apparently I didn't record this, but I put up my new speakers. They're 3-inch studio speakers that have Bluetooth. They're made by Mackie. If you're wondering, anything you see in this video will be down in the description. After that, I went to put up my digital clock. I wasn't sure at first where to put it, but I ended up deciding to put it to the right of me, under the pegboard. The next day, a pack of Velcro strips came in the mail, so I started on all the cable management. It took a while, and I almost didn't have enough clips, but luckily I had just enough. After finishing up the cable management, I put up a few more Govee glide bars to fill in all the empty space, and I replaced the LED lights behind my desk because if you've noticed, behind the left Alex drawer on my desk, the light strip got crushed and now the colors aren't right. Also, most of the footage of what I just said got corrupted somehow, so this is all I got. So finally, here we are. This is my new setup. Extremely happy with how this actually ended up. I didn't know how much I would like the stacked horizontal monitor layout, but so far I really like it. Weirdly, the speakers are one of my favorite things. My old speakers were $15 Creative Pebble V2s, which are actually really good for the price, but there's a max amount you can get for $15. And these new Mackie ones are absolutely incredible. So let's go over what is in my setup. First, let's go over the actual desk. Made from 2 Alex drawers, a 55-inch Lindemann tabletop, and a 39-inch Lindemann tabletop, including 4 legs, which are all from IKEA. My new speakers are the Mackie CR3 XBTs. As you heard me say earlier, I am in love with them. For my peripherals, my keyboard is a modded RK61, and my mouse is a SteelSeries Aerox 3 wireless. My new mousepad, I honestly don't know who makes it. It's black and white with a topographic design. I think it matches perfectly with the black and white aesthetic I'm going for. The shelf is a 72-inch lac from IKEA. The RGB bars above the shelf are Govee glide bars. If you're looking for really nice diffused lighting, I would recommend going with the glide bars. Though, one thing to note is if you get the 6-pack, you can't add any more onto that. You're going to have to buy another pack and go from another's power supply. That was one of my mistakes, which for some reason I didn't record. I don't know what happened, but just keep that in mind if you're planning on getting them. Next is my computer. It's my first ever custom built PC, and if you're interested in the building process, you can go watch the video right here. But if you're not interested in watching that, I'll give you the quick rundown. It has a Ryzen 5 3600, an RTX 3060, 32 gigabytes of 3200 megahertz RAM, a 750 watt power supply, and it's all housed in the NZXT H210 case. Next up is the pegboard. There's a lot on it, so I'm not going to go fully in depth on literally everything, but I have an old white Xbox One controller sitting on it that I don't use anymore, a couple containers with some keyboard parts, one with some switches and one with some keycaps. Above and to the right of that are a fefew necklaces and my Galaxy Watch. I also store my headphones on the pegboard when I'm not using them. Lastly are the monitors. My main monitor is a 27-inch 1440p 165Hz Scepter monitor. My secondary is a 27-inch 1080p 75Hz monitor. Well, that is going to be it. If you're curious about anything in this video, the links to everything will be down in the description. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you think about it in the comments if you made it this far, and have a good day.